shit. Fuck. Damn. Hold on.
Dun, 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 dun. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum.
I fucked that up. What's up, party people? The MOB, the mob, members only baseball. Bullet was fucking distracting me talking about how he wants the number to my contractor so he can go visit him and fucking put his hands all over him or some
Spurious lies.
Bro, Keith, am I lying? Did he not say those words? Anyway, what's up, everybody? Gonna have to change the sound bite. Da, 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 da. What? Why crazy? With or without pants? Oh, what is going on in here? 75 minutes. Yes. So crazy Canuck, 75 minutes ish. I think we can be done by 10 tonight. We don't have a lot of extra material to cover. Oh fuck, God, dude, these fucking people on the show are so fucking high maintenance. I swear to God. There you go, Keith. Now you can see everything. I mean, God, have you ever done a show blind before, bro? We've done blind shows on this before. That's for sure. So anyway, besides that, Keith, how you doing, buddy? Why is Ray blasting his TV on here on my show? What the fuck, Ray? What a shit show so far. Anyway, Keith, how are you doing this evening? That's awesome. All right, good deal. Oh, prediction started. Here we go. Is this going to be if we're done by 10 p.m.? Let's see what it is. I'm sure Crazy's behind this, whatever it is. Bullet Beletsky's in the house. He'll be here for bullet points. Bullet, what's up with you other than you having a crush on my contractor? What's that all about? I don't know why. It's fine. Dude, Discord is working. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I just fucking left. Oh, my God.
There you go.
I just actually hit. I went to turn the intro song off, and I fucking hit that on accident. So what didn't you guys hear?
Oh, now you got to unmute it, Dave.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm not doing a show
There
anymore.
you go.
Fuck all you guys. You guys do the show. I'm out. I'm done with this shit. This is what happens.
Oh, wait, no. You have mute the desktop audio.
Oh, God damn you people. I swear. You just made me say the thing I don't say, Ray. All right.
Jeez.
Are we okay now, everybody? Can you guys hear? Let's take a roll call real quick. Calvin Klein, are you in the house?
I think so.
Ray Bashan, are you in the house?
Unfortunately, to everybody's poor ears.
Bullet Beletsky, are you in the house?
I am.
Holy fuck, thank God. We didn't hear Bullet or Kendra. All right, so here's what we missed. You guys missed. As soon as I got on, Bullet was like, hey, can I get your contractor's number? And then...
False.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Dave.
False.
And then...
embellishment, large embellishment.
Okay, can I say this? Hey, were the first words out of his mouth when he jumped in about my contractor, Keith?
That's for us to know and everyone else to find out.
I mean, apparently they don't find...
Dave, if you want me to say what I said, I will gladly say it.
Well, you can say it if you want, because I'm just going to come back with something over the top of it anyway. No twin screw.
Dave got on the mic in the server, and he said, and he was very loud. So I simply said, if his contractor would get his hand off his nuts, he would speak normally. That's it. Totally innocent. And I was attacked,
dude. And I was like, bro, you talk about my contractor more than I do. Do you want his number?
And then I said I already have it. So there you go.
Yeah, you said he was already at your house. So yeah, so we're all right. Everybody's right.
So exactly, everyone's right.
All right. You know, let's do a fucking show about baseball or something. What the hell? It's all good.
Why not?
Let me hit the chat first and see. It doesn't. I bet there's not even 20 people here. Let's see. Oh shit, there's 20 people here. Crazy Canuck, Nate Hall, Doug Day, AACL 88. Who else is here? Clams is in the house. Nate Hall is with us, followed by Wink, Gunny, Pain in My Ass. That was like how many minutes have we been on that? We've already been on 8 minutes for that. So that was like 4 minutes of just shit show. Twin Screw is in the house. Twin Screw, hey buddy.
What's happening?
What's happening? Doug Day says, can we get a special appearance by King Large? What is going on in here? Dave, blink twice if you aren't having a brain aneurysm. I can't because I think I am. And Corn King is what? We have a Corn King sighting? Is he going to stick around? Are you actually going to stick around, Corn? Or are you just jump in to say hi? Let me see who's hiding here real quick. Buletsky's hiding apparently. David Leathers, Doug Britton, and that's about it. So small. Oh, and Jeff Banfield. Jeff, check your locker room or your earnings channel when you get a chance. Is it safe for all ears? No, Nate. Nothing Bullet says ever is safe for all ears. You should know that by the bullet points already. I'm going to start this off with just a quick reminder. June 5th through the 7th, I heard back from the hotel, and it looks like they're going to lower the rate like another $10 for us. So it's going to be like $169 instead of $179 or whatever. So I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting for the confirmation on that, and then I will put the link out for everybody to start booking their rooms as you wish at your convenience. So June 4th or 5th through the 7th, I already reserved the space for us, so that's already. I put the deposit down the other day on Friday, so we're good to go there. So that in the hotel, and then I'm just waiting to hear back from the restaurant because they are run with the group part by another company. So as soon as I hear back from them, I'll get that going, and then we'll pretty much be done already, ready to go for the convention. That's not a convention. Never ask a man the size of his block. I don't know what are we talking about in this chat?
Clams asked how big of a block did you get?
Oh, I've got a really big block.
Thanks to that contractor.
So yes, he's way bigger, I'm sure. That's what Bullet said. The block for the hotel. Oh my God, you guys! All right, so story time with the Godfather. Here's what we're gonna talk about. I was gonna tell you about my skin cancer on my head story, but I feel like I told that already. And if I didn't, I'll tell that next week. Instead, I want to tell the story about tonight. What I went to, what I did. Lisa was feeling ill. You block sucker! Shut up, you blocker! No, how would be cock block? You block cocker. You block cocker, Doug. Lisa wasn't feeling well, so unfortunately, she did not get to join me at this event. There was about 60 people there, which was kind of cool. And I don't have to, baby. It automatically shines itself. It's like this whole aura that's around me all the time. I mean, you can call it shine or aura or ego or whatever. It doesn't matter what you call it. But it was kind of cool. So we get there. Mazda of Knoxville actually puts the event on for us, and we set up tables and chairs in their bay, like where you were come to like get your car serviced. And then they pay for the food. They brought in barbecue and some desserts and sweet teas and all that kind of crap. Wink says, I mean, if this was your state of mind, I probably wouldn't be feeling well either. Where are we going with all of that? I don't even know who he's talking to. He shined his head all right. I call it turtle wax. I should make Axis wax. I think I'm going to do that. Anyway.
Wouldn't that just be waxes?
Wax. Oh, yes. Attaboy, Ray. I know I kept you around for something. For some reason. He's got good ideas once in a while. Hello, Annie. No ping. Oh. Hold on one second. Let me look real quick. You mean that one? Dude, hey, Annie, go back and listen to the first 4 minutes of the show and you'll understand why there was no ping. It has been a complete and absolute fucking shit show so far. This is what happens when I'm racing home to try to get on the air. I should have probably just waited till 9 p.m. but then it wouldn't have been as fun. So yeah, fuck it. We do what we do. Anyway, it's really cool. And what they do is everybody brings some kind of baked goods or something to auction off. They have different baskets. There's obviously a lot of baked goods, but different baskets and plates, things, and some Mazda stuff and some shirts and all this stuff. But Lisa and I put up a New Year's Day, 2 tickets to Lady Vols, New Year's Day against Florida, which is a huge fucking game. And I think I've told you before, we have the Riverside Club, which is, so it's a whole different experience where you go in underground and you've got your own private bar and better food and private restrooms, all this cool access shit that we have. And they put in brand new seats in our rows this year. They're all padded and they're wider. It's fucking great. Don't feel bad. Dave is both having a heart attack, stroke, on cocaine, I'm doing a lot of, apparently I am not in very good health tonight. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I was in such a good mood before I got on the air. And then, so we did that. Ours went for the most money, which was great. And all this money goes to, this is kind of cool. And this is why I'm telling the story. I didn't know anything about this before, but the vice president of the club heard about this judge here in Knox County. He's a family court judge, that when kids have to come into family court, and you know how it is, how intimidating it can be, and you got to make decisions on if you're going to live with your mom or your dad, and probably have to go through some bad testimony and things like that. And he's known for giving every single kid in his courtroom that comes in and has to go through something like that, some kind of stuffed animal. So it's turned into, I guess, this big thing here in Knoxville. I never knew about it until just last week. And basically, all the money that we raised tonight will go to buying stuffed animals for that judge so he can pass those out to these kids, especially as, the court dates go over the holidays and stuff, which is even bad. Doug Day says a better ending of the story would have been Lisa was sick. I didn't go. I took care of my lovely wife. Oh, yeah. That's what I did. Everything else I said before that is bullshit. Oh, my bad, Doug. No, I had to go because we had an item for auction, and then, ready for this? So everybody way overpays for the fucking baked goods and stuff. I bought a $45 lemon pound cake. So if anybody's wondering what lemon cake goes for these days, it's $45 a pound. Just FYI. And I bought it for my lovely wife, Lisa, because Doug Day, she loves lemon stuff. So I bought that ridiculous thing at a ridiculous price for her. And then I bought some $20 cupcakes and some $20 cookies, I think, or some shit. Anyway, so that's my story. The cool thing is that all that money goes to that charity. Knoxville Mazda provides all the food and stuff. So all the money that was raised tonight can go to that cause. So that was kind of cool. What does yellow cake go for? Lemon cake is $45. I don't even know, bro. But anyway, it was a good time tonight. It was a great cause. Like I said, we had a bunch of people there. And I think our item went for $160, our tickets. So that was and the next highest auctioned item was some kind of custom plates that somebody made, and those went for $80. So fuck them. Ours went twice as much. We love the children more, apparently. Those better give me a blowjob for those prices. Dave pounded some cake before this show. Hey-o. Yeah, now you know why it's been such a shit show. And Winkler says, watch the movie Instant Family with Mark Wahlberg. It goes into the teddy bear thing. Yeah, I don't think it's that teddy bear, bro. It's not that kind of stuffed animals. All right, we're done with this shit. Let's get on to something. Let's get on to something else. Let's get on to bullet points. Bullet. Last week you had 6. This week you only have 5, but within a couple of them you've got like 3 more. So I don't even know how many that is, but it seems to be a lot.
Yeah, it's funny. There's bullet points within bullet points, and technically the way they were written to you privately, they're actually written as bullet points should be written. So
yes, that is actually true. That's a great point, actually. So, let me pull my drum roll.
So hold on, bullet has sub bullet points. Who's the dom?
Yes.
Who's the main? Any bullet point that has my name in it is the dominant bullet point. Just so you know. Let me see if I can find bullet before we get started. We got to find some music for you for your intro, I think, or something. But we're gonna do the drum roll though for sure. So, last week was episode 2. This is episode 3 of season 2's edition, I guess, if you will, of Mondays in the Mob. So this is based off of last Monday's episode. Is that correct? Nothing else, just last Monday, right?
That is correct.
All
and
right.
It was a reasonably short show.
Was it?
Compared to other shows?
I don't even
know. It was like an hour and a half, and there was a lot of actual. There was a lot of actual like league content as opposed to just bullshitting. So
Wait a minute, we actually talked about baseball last week?
Yeah, a little bit.
What is
a
wrong
little
with
bit.
us? Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Shit, we're 18 minutes into this fucking show. We haven't said a word about baseball yet. This
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
more like it, right? Winkler says, should be Scarface in Hello to My Little Friend with the Tommy gun shots. Oh, except that they'll probably ding us for that, Wink. We got to come up with something custom. Kind of like what Doug Day did. Doug, I was listening to that song. That was pretty cool. I think we should change some of the words and maybe make it something we can use on the show or something. Are we close to the over yet? No, and we won't be because we're going to go and we're going to hurry up. We're going to go right now. All right. Bullet points from last week's show. Bullet point number 1.
Okay, number 1. During story time with Dave, he talked about his deployment in Saudi Arabia during Desert Storm. A few highlights were:
Oh, wait, here come the
he was
bullet.
locked.
Here come the bullet points.
Here comes the sub bullet point. He was locked and loaded and almost shot a dog. He thought it was an Iraqi soldier up until the last second, but it turned out to be a harmless German Shepherd. That would have been an interesting report to write if it went down differently.
100%.
That would have,
Actually, I think it was an Iraqi shepherd, but go ahead.
Okay. I see what you did there, Dave.
Hey-o.
Okay.
Or a Saudi Arabian shepherd.
Right. Okay, second sub-bullet point. He disobeyed orders and got in trouble for wearing an earring.
I did.
Good thing they didn't find his dress and stilettos.
Hey, it's a new army, Major.
Right. And finally, sub-bullet point number 3. He told a gunnery sergeant to go fuck himself.
I did.
So-
That one didn't work out so well for me.
What was it for exactly?
All right.
What did you?
Well,
I'm just curious.
No, that's good. Let's do this.
All right, bring up story time again.
So-
Sorry.
I was a Lance Corporal, which is only an E3, so I was like within probably 18 months of my military career. And I was in crash fire rescue, people who you see in the movies in the silver suits with the gold face shields. When planes crash, they go out, they fight the fire, and they give first aid and medical, and then save them, pull them out, and do all this shit, right? Good thing is that shit doesn't happen a lot, so we don't have to do our job a lot. It's like 99% training, right? And so we're about like always cleaning vehicles and doing all this shit. Well, once a week we have to do what's called a PM, a preventive maintenance on a vehicle, and it's on a Tuesday. Well, on Tuesday I did the preventive maintenance on a vehicle. Then on Friday I'm done, and I drove 40 miles home. I got off that morning. This is Friday morning. I drive all the way home, and I was told, I got a phone call, said Gunny fucking Merle, I think his name was. When he had the fucking Gunny, Gunny McGuire, I'm telling you, this guy's name was Gunny Merle, and he had on, what do we call those birth control glasses, right? With the strap around his fucking head. He was a fucking dick. And so he orders me to come back because somebody checked out the vehicle on Friday and said the very back side of one of the battery terminals had a little bit of rust on it. And I'm like, well, first of all, that was fucking 3 days ago. Second of all, 3 other people have checked that fucking thing out. So why am I have to come back? And they said, you're ordered to come back, blah, blah. So I drove my ass all the fucking way back. They had the battery out of the vehicle sitting in the barn, which is where we call the inside, like if you go to a fire department, where they park the fire trucks inside, we call that the barn. And they had the fucking battery sitting there waiting for my ass. So that pissed me off when I walked in, right? And I was like, what the fuck is this? And the sergeant, I think it was Sergeant Benema, actually. He goes, this is the battery, you got to clean it, blah, 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 blah. And I looked at it, and I couldn't, and back then I had 20/20 vision. I had better than 20/20 vision. And I could barely see the fucking rust. It was so ridiculous. And I said, this is why you made me fucking drive 80 miles round trip today? And he goes, yeah, Gunny Merle says you have to clean it, blah, blah. And I looked at Sergeant Benham. I said, well, you go tell Gunny Merle to go fuck himself. And I walked and I left.
Oh, my gosh.
The next day, though, wasn't so pleasant. And maybe I'll save that story for next week. So anyway, I did tell the Gunnery Sergeant to go fuck himself. So and Gunnery Sergeant is an E7. I was an E3. So basically, I was in 18 months, and he could have been in probably 15 years. But, I knew better. So there you go. Not a great day.
Nice.
Not a great day for me. Okay, that aside, bullet point number 2 from last week.
Number 2. When Dave was younger, he was told that because of his massive ego, his head was big enough to protect him from getting a concussion. Needless to say, that doctor no longer has a license to practice medicine, and Dave and his ego have suffered many concussions and humiliations since.
I doubt. So 0 humiliations, just for the record. I don't think I've ever had a concussion because I'm pretty sure we talked about this in the dugout. I think that doctor's correct. As a matter of fact, I think that doctor won an award for that diagnosis. Keith can probably look that shit up. Bullet point number 3.
Number 3. Keith said he had some insider intel when predicting the winner of the Cards-Orioles series. He wouldn't elaborate further on this wild assertion, which set off a league-wide speculation that Keith had somehow come into possession of one of Soto's bricks. If true, this could set off some Tony Montana level drama going forward, so stay tuned. We still don't know what that intel was, you know?
No, we don't. So 2 things. Number 1, Soto's not here to confirm anything, but Keith, what is all this bullshit intel stuff about? What is all this?
I will hereby be answering any questions related to this drama with 2 words: no comment.
Wait, so you think you found something that nobody else found? Is that where you're going with this?
No comment.
You think you're better than us, Keith?
I think he's just nose deep in that brick, man. That's all that
I think
is.
he really is. I think he really is. We got to get Soto on here next week and confirm this shit.
Now that I can neither confirm nor deny.
That's the same thing as no comment. This is terrible.
Wow.
We're getting over with this guy. All right, let's move on to bullet point number 4. But I'm not letting this go, Keith.
Oh, I'm aware.
Number 4, the Mets-Brewers drama kept escalating as Yogi went on record saying, "I hate the Mets and everything they stand for." It might be a good idea for Dave to invest in some metal detectors in advance of our Week 4 matchup because it's going to be like the wild, wild west out there.
Right, and let's
This could
go ahead.
Yeah, this could be ugly.
No,
this could be ugly.
Just for the record, Winkler started this shit a couple weeks ago, right? By just out of the blue telling Yogi to eat shit like you talked about last week. And so Yogi responds by saying, "I hate the Mets and everything they stand for." I think you're right. I think we might need some metal detectors. And somebody in the chat said they think this is going to be the best series this week. What do you think about that, Bullet? You agree with that or disagree?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's a heated rivalry, a legit heated rivalry.
Yeah, and it's getting hotter by the fucking show, apparently.
That's right.
Right.
That's it.
Down. Somebody's saying something.
Yeah, who is that?
Oh, man.
Yogi's on his phone.
Oh.
Yogi's
Yeah, here.
Yogi.
Yogi, are you with me?
Yes, sir. It's St. Valentine's Massacre.
There- Oh, Winkler said we don't need metal detectors, and Brewers are a paper house inflated by playing shitty teams. Wow.
Oh,
We're gonna talk about that. Listen,
I'm out.
we're gonna do We're gonna start a new segment. It's gonna kind of start this week, but we'll have the graphics and we'll have data on the screen for next week. I just didn't have time to put that shit together for this week, but it's going to come up here in a later show. We're going to talk about something very similar to this. So let's get to bullet point number 1, and then we can talk about that in a few minutes. I guess technically, sorry,
Okay.
Bullet. This is bullet point number 5. My bad.
Number 5, last one.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Ray stirred it up when reviewing the upcoming games. He said many things, but these are the 3 things that I remembered. He said the Orioles will get back to how they played season 1 before they shit the bed in the playoffs. He dubbed the upcoming Yankees-Cubs series the NyQuil series because no one wants to be awake for these train wrecks. And that was hilarious.
Well, I like how he used Subway Series train wrecks. I see where he's going there.
Yeah. And finally, he called the Giants the San Francisco Kevin Hart's. Also hilarious. So, there you
I
go.
stand by all those statements.
Yeah, I actually love the last one because I hate the fucking midgets, so that's fucking perfect, man. I fucking love that shit. Doug Day, what do you think I am, bro? You think I'm on vacation all the time? Week 4 is going to be in May because of Valentine's Day. Wait a minute, what? Oh, week 4 maybe on Valentine's Day. I see what you're saying there. Got it. All right, Bullet. Well, as always, thank you, bro. Love the bullet points. Love the way you pay attention, keep notes, and throw it all back in our face week to week. It's great.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
And you're gonna hang around again tonight?
I will.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Dude, that's hilarious. You know, we were talking about this, and I was just thinking, this week, the Yankees Cubs series. Oh, I see. Oh, you were talking about last week. Okay, I got it now. Threw me off there for a second. I was like, didn't we already have that? Speaking of that, let's look at the schedule real quick. Follow the red arrows that look like sergeant chevrons, a rank that I was unable to get because I kept bouncing between E3 and E4 too much. Cardinals and A's, Cubs and Brewers, O's and Giants, Yanks and Mets, which is the train wreck. I'm sorry, wrong one. First team you see is home team for the first game. The second team is the home team for the second game. And then we have a bunch of tiebreakers that determine who is home field on a neutral, or who is home team on a neutral field in game 3. Let's talk about this first before we get into the new content that we talked about. And let me go around the horn here. Let me start with Keith. Keith, week 3, Cards versus A's, I feel like should have been the billing for the top series, except that the A's shit the bed last week. Everybody instead seems to be talking about the Cubs and Brewers. But the Cubs, and again, we'll get into this more later, Cubs only beat the Yankees. And so the O's and Giants is kind of a thing. And Yankees haven't done shit, and the Mets just swept the A's, so that's not a good series. Do we have any good series this week?
I mean, if you ask me, I don't think we're going to get any sweeps this week. And by my money, that means we're going to have a lot of close series. So, if you ask me, I think just about any one of these series could be close. That includes Yankees and Mets. And no, I'm not crazy when I say that.
Okay,
not only partially.
I was like, you sound a little crazy, but yeah.
Crazy with a K.
Yeah, are you AO? Are you calling that the Yanks are going to win their first game this week?
Yes, I am.
Oh, snap.
Inside intel?
Is it more inside intel?
Yeah.
Remember what I said earlier. Oh, I don't know if you were here for that.
No, I wasn't.
Comment.
No comment.
Okay.
I don't recall
Gotcha.
that. I don't recall that.
Gotcha.
I don't recall that. All right. Let me go to Ray. Ray, let me just start with that. Will the Yankees win their first game? And then tell me, is there a good series here? Do you still think the Cubs and Brewers series can be a good series, even though the Cubs seem to be inflated based on who they beat?
I'm going to disagree with everybody here. I don't think Cubs and Brewers are going to be a series to watch this week. I'm more looking at that. It falls to 2 games for me. It depends on if Greg Soto decides to get out of his cubby ways that I put him in last week and decide to actually show up for his squad against the Cardinals, or the O's decide to fucking stop worrying about a goddamn O face and play baseball for once in their fucking lives this season and show up against the Giants. Fucking Crazy's comment about Yanks winning a game this week, that ain't gonna happen, Chief.
I don't know, because I feel like I'm gonna unserver mute. I had to unserver mute. I had to server mute Yogi for a minute because of his road noise. But I'm gonna go to Yogi now before I go to Bullet. Yogi, the Yankees, I think, have a little bit of advantage. Last week they were on the road at Chicago, so they got swept. At least this week, not only do they get guaranteed to have one home game, but they could possibly be the home team in a neutral field that they choose for the second. Does that give them better odds than being on the road for all 3 games like they were last week?
I hope they sweep because you know who they're playing.
Oh, that's
St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
I asked the wrong person this fucking question.
Yes, you did.
Uh-huh.
Any game, this league, anybody can win it. So anything possible. Eventually, they're going to start winning some games. I don't know if it'll be this week or 3 weeks from now, but they will start winning some games. The more they get progressions in. It's a tough matchup against the Mets. Mets are playing well. Chris Lee's pitching unbelievable. Come out there swinging, see what happens.
Yeah, Bullet, I'm going to wrap this part up with you. Cards versus A's, I really think that if the A's had even just won 1 game against the Mets last week, this would probably be billed as the top series, especially with the Cards winning 2 out of 3 against Baltimore, right? Do you still see that as potential best series? Or are you looking at something else? And are we going to have any good series this week? Week 3.
I think the Cards A's series is probably the most evenly matched series. Truth be told, the as things have played out so far, it's still early. I feel like the Yankees and the Giants have shown that like they are at a big disadvantage with all those extra rookies on that team. But beyond those two teams, who I think are overmatched in every series they're playing in, for the time being. I think every other series, quite honestly, is like a toss-up. Anything could happen. Anything could really happen. Uh, I think the St. Louis A's series is the most evenly matched of the week.
So,
Yeah.
So we're gonna go around the horn one more time on a different topic. Let me read you the series pick'ems as of right this second. St. Louis 25 to Las Vegas 15, so a 10-point lead for St. Louis. 29-11 for Milwaukee. 33-7 for San Francisco, and here's the dinger of them all: 38-2. Now we joked earlier about Delaney being one. Art G-Man from the Orioles is the other one. Not even another Yankee will pick their own team to win. Ray, is that a culture thing now in New York that you won't even pick your own team? You don't have enough confidence? Or what's the deal there, bro? Because 38-2 and only your owner picks you to win, that seems like it's saying a lot.
I mean, it's the fucking Yankees. They're 0-6. They have no spark. They have no fire.
It's the reigning Robo Classic champions.
But the reigning Robo Classic champions lost everybody that was valuable to them in the Robo Classic champion. You got Yogi and Ray Ray, who are now co-owners of the Brewers. So you lose already two. You lose arguably probably top. Well, I can say top 4 because there's only 4 catchers last season. Maybe the number 2 catcher in the league in Yogi Barr. And then you lose the outstanding and the speedster in the outfield of Ray Ray. And you're just pretty much basically filling all those holes with just brand new rookies who are just getting started, who don't have those stats like Ray Ray and Yogi had going into this. And now you got a whole brand new system of, updating their stats or their lines or everything, whatever. The Yankees aren't the Yankees of what we saw last season. They're not going to be no comeback kids. They are 0-6. There's no reason for them to be. There's no reason to be thinking that they are going to be able to do something magical all of a sudden.
I feel like, though, history could repeat itself. We saw the Yankees were the worst team last season, and they ended up winning the whole thing. I just think that a 38-2 showing is it's embarrassing, number one. I don't think it's necessarily accurate either. And the fact that nobody on the team is voting for them, I feel like it says a lot. But let me move on to the game right above that. Baltimore and San Francisco. Yogi, I'm going to go to you on this one. The Orioles coming off a losing series, which they didn't do until the very end of the season last season. And now the second weekend, they've already lost the series. But they're still 33-7 favorites over a San Francisco team that I thought played you guys pretty well last week, especially in that you had one game, I think was only 1 run. Are people overlooking the Giants, or do you think there's a lot of similar thoughts about the Giants as there is the Yankees right now, only because of the youth and because it's so early?
I think they played us pretty even. We had that one game where we had the big first inning, and other than that, it was a 2-2 ball game.
Yeah.
So they played us dead even. It's a different team than the Yankees. They've got a little more veteran seasoning on their team. They can win any week. They've got what it takes to win. I told y'all last week I was worried about them. I knew they were going to give us a hard time. As far as I'm going to comment on the Yankees game for a second. Is it a strategy that, all the players need more points, so they're, betting on the other team so they can get a half a point more, so they can get their progressions up?
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure, could be.
Yeah. It comes down to I need the points more than I need my team camaraderie.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and I'm going to ask each person this. Is it more important to be loyal to your team in the pick'ems, or is it more important to try to get that extra half a point?
As a rookie, it's probably more important to get a half a point right now.
Okay. Ray, I'm going to go back to you on that question real quick before I move on to the next game. More important to be loyal to your team, more important to get that half point?
It's a half point that you would have to hold on to through the fucking bankroll because you can't spend it anyway. So be loyal, you motherfuckers, even if it's the Yankees.
All right, so I'm going to Keith next. Keith, not quite as bad, 29-11. They go in order. So the worst one was the game I asked Ray about. Then the second one, the Orioles and Giants. Then we get to the Brewers and the Cubs, 29-11. Does this tell us that Mob Nation thinks about what we said earlier about that the Cubs have only beaten the Yankees? Right? They got swept. Did they get swept by the A's in week 1? They did, right? And then they swept swept the Yankees. So
Yes.
if they're playing a good team like the Brewers, are we just going to go back to like they looked week 1? Is that what Mob Nation is telling you by saying pretty much, it's pretty much like a 30-10 kind of thing?
Well, you got to keep in mind who the Brewers have played, which is the Giants,
and the Yankees.
The Yankees.
Yeah.
So
is there just a lot of superficial?
Well, I think there's a couple other things in play as well. One, the Brewers play small ball, which if you can do it right, then you can win a lot of games doing that. But if you get caught in a jam for one reason or another, then it can go south pretty quick, I feel like. The Cubs probably have more power than the Brewers do. But the other thing that I'm interested to see what happens is Ducati Panigale. He has the highest walk rate in the league and is like 5th in WHIP right now, which is walks and hits per inning. Right. So I don't know. The Cubs have been very good as far as getting on base so far, and I feel like if they can rack that up against the Brewers, then they can have some success, especially considering Nate Hall is top 3 in strikeouts per 9, if I remember right, which that's gonna help against a small ball kind of team, I feel like. So I don't know. I feel like there's a bunch of things in play that seem to lean the Cubs' way, but of course, they did get swept by the A's pretty bad in week 1.
Yeah. All right. Bullet, you got the last. Oh, actually, Keith, before we go to Bullet, what's more important, be loyal to your team in the pick'ems or get that half point?
For the Yanks, get the half point, especially because
okay, what about for general, though?
Well,
or do you think it's situational? Is it situational?
I mean, it probably is situational to some extent, but I mean, considering that a lot of their rookies are McBonzas, who are probably behind the 8 ball the most to begin a career, you need every point you can get.
Be careful, Keith. Your comments might revive the Yankees.
Be careful.
I already said I think they're going to win a game, Ray.
You did, which is interesting. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with the HAN, the HAN format. I think anything is possible. Bullet, we're going to you here. The game that has the closest pick'ems is still a 10-vote difference, 25-15, Cards over the A's. And just last week, just to put this into perspective, the A's were 33-9 favorites over the Mets. Has the tarnish already fallen off the A's, or what's going on there?
Yes, it has. And again, I think regarding we're talking about the Brewers series now, right?
No, Cardinals A's.
Oh, Cardinals A's. Yeah, the bloom is off the rose with the A's. They do have an ace in the hole with Soto. He's a outstanding pitcher. But truth be told, Dave, again, other than the 2 teams with the 3 rookies, I think it's really honestly a toss-up. Every series is a toss-up. And we can sit here and try to dissect it, but I think for the time being, until the progressions really start to take root and people and teams are really starting to shape their players the way they want, I think everybody's muddled around the same, more or less. People are tinkering with their lineups. I think it's still very early, and I think the biggest distinguishing factor so far after 2 weeks has been the weakness of the two teams with the three rookies. That's like my biggest takeaway.
Okay.
Everything else is really up for grabs.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna hit the chat, and then I'm gonna ask like another 10-second question to each of you to follow up on what you just said. But is it more important to be loyal to your team in the pick'ems, or to get your half point, or is it situational based on where you or your team is at the time?
1000%. This is the mob. It's all about loyalty.
It's all about loyalty. I can't, dude.
All
I will
about
never
loyalty.
pick against the Orioles. I don't care. Who
Never.
we're
I
playing.
would exactly.
Yeah.
I would never. I have never picked against my team since the league started. So.
Hold on one second. You get a chance to. Wink, I don't know what you're asking me or what you're telling me. Hold on a second. If you get a chance. Oh. You're talking about after this? Okay, I got you. Yeah. All right. Well, then don't bug me during the show, motherfucker. All right, let me hit the chat real quick, and then I got like a 10-second fucking question for everybody. Pain in my ass says, so y'all saying to get the point and the hell with loyalty? What the hell's wrong with you? Winkler says Soto will rebound and Gunny will finally walk someone. That's a big prediction right there. Art Vandelay. Wait, we have an Art Vandelay sighting? Why didn't we stop the presses when that happened? Are you being more loyal to pick against them? I'm not sure about that reverse psychology thinking there, Art. And then, but Art said this is the Yankees' week. That's interesting. He put his. You know what? I will say this about Art. He put his money where his mouth is. He's the only other person to vote for the Yankees.
Yeah.
So maybe. Last question before we move on. And this, I only need like 10 seconds from each of you. I'm going to start with Yogi, and I'm just going to go up from there. Kind of based off of what Bullet just said. Fucking Wink is texting me again. Wink, I'm kind of busy right now. I thought. Oh, also, he wanted to let me know. I did see that Wink in the chat. I just forgot to say it. His thoughts that if his team votes against him, he will be signing new players next season. So that's that. Whoa, fuck! What was my question? 10 seconds. So the Giants have 4 rookies. The Yankees have 3, and who has the 1? Anybody remember who's?
We do. Mets.
And the Mets have 1.
Yeah, the Mets have danger.
Okay, starting with Yogi, do you agree with what Bullet said that right now it's basically a 6-team race with the other 2 having to play catch up, or do you think that there's maybe some teams that are also down with those other 2 teams, or do you think people are closer together than we're giving them credit for?
I think we're going to find out this week with some separation. We'll definitely know by the end of the week. But I think the 6 teams are, like you said, we're muddled together, trying to figure out how we're going to go about building each individual squad. So things are going to change over the next 4 weeks. But as of right now, I'd have to agree with you that the 6 teams are toss-ups every time they play. And then you've got the Yankees and the Giants, but the Giants are sneaky good. You got to watch them.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Keith, I don't necessarily disagree with Bullet and Yogi, except to say that if it's really anybody can beat anybody between those 6 teams, then how did the A's get swept by the Mets this past week? And then what's your answer to the question?
I mean,
Wait a minute, everybody. Keith is speechless. Write this down.
I don't know.
Bookmark it. Clip this shit. Clip this shit.
I don't know, man. I don't think Yogi's wrong that anyone can beat anyone in any given week. I mean, we saw the A's go out and sweep the Cubs with like a plus, I forget what it was, like plus 15
that's a good point
run
too. Yeah, I forgot about that in week 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they got swept the next week.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just what happens in sim sports. To be fair, weird stuff happens all the time. You can't explain it. So I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes there's only so much you can do.
Ray, let's throw another wrinkle into this, right? So we know what Bullet brought up, what Yogi said, what I just asked Keith. Now Winkler in the chat says he also thinks it's more about where your pitcher is. So throw that in the mix, and then tell me if you think it's literally a 6-horse race right now until the other teams catch up, or are there some wider gaps somewhere?
I don't agree with the whole pitcher thing, because we're sitting here seeing some teams who have first-year pitchers, like the Brewers, who are 5-1, with the new pitcher with Ducati. And then you got the Cubs, who brought Nate Hall from outfield, and he's a pitcher, and they were able to sweep the Yankees last week. The Brewers were able to sweep the Yankees with a fresh pitcher, but the Brewers were also able to continue their success against the Giants with a 2-1 series lead. I don't think it's more about how the pitchers are doing. It's just more of how the team is rallying around each other.
Would you argue that the Giants, though, having the only rookie pitcher, would be the one team at a disadvantage?
With a rookie pitcher, yeah, I could definitely see that being a disadvantage for them. But for everything else, I mean, they're able to hit the balls, they're able to hit home runs, they're able to make double plays and all that shit. It's just that, yeah, that pitching position for them is probably their weakest spot right now.
Yeah, Winkler just followed up to say Brewers have only faced the other teams that with pitchers of the same level plus a younger roster. So it seems to me, and Bullet, I'll wrap back, kind of bring this full circle with you since you kind of started it off. It almost seems like there's so many variables between the youth and the pitching, because we have 3 tiers of pitchers this season, right? How many, the rookies. It's, again, that doesn't necessarily answer the A's sweeping the Cubs and then the Mets sweeping the A's question. But what are your thoughts on that part of it? Where, yes, maybe it's a 6-horse race, but even between those 6 horses, they can kick the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I think that I do think that the level of competition thing is a big factor so far after only 2 weeks. Like, even though, yes, the Cubs have a rookie pitcher, so to speak, and so do the Cubs, the level of competition that they played is also, the teams that we've conceded that have been struggling for the first 2 weeks. So yes, those 2 pitchers pitched well, but they pitched well against the crappier teams, right?
Right.
So I shouldn't say crappy. The younger teams. I shouldn't say crappy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, crappier by record for sure.
Right, crappier by record. So I think, again, the biggest separator is the teams with the most rookies versus everyone else. And then it comes down to how the pitchers have been built thus far this season, and anything can happen. Like, I fully expect, based on our superior roster to the Yankees, we have a superior pitcher. I think we should win 2 of the 3 games, and I would be quite happy with 2 of the 3 games.
And do you think luck is that they need some luck to even win 1 game?
I mean, look, you could throw a stinker in there. Every even great teams, in real baseball, a great team loses 60 games.
Yeah.
Right. So it's possible. So if you win 2 out of every 3 games in Major League Baseball, you win 100 games.
Yeah.
I'll take that. So I'll take 2 out of 3 versus the Yankees. I'd be totally happy with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. We were going to start a new segment this week, and I asked some of the owners and some of the admins for their feedback. And by the time I got their stuff and whatever, it was just I had stuff going on crazy all day today. But we're going to start. I don't know, does anybody remember I used to do that Axis Powers and Axis of Evil? We're not going to do the Axis of Evil thing, but we're going to do something like an Axis Powers. I'm only calling it that right now because we don't have a name for it. But I want to start doing power rankings because I was actually intrigued by the power rankings by looking at them. Now, tonight, we don't have the graphics, and I didn't have time to create anything, but we're going to talk about it. Before we do, I am going to hit the chat real quick. Nate Hall telling Wink, good point. We're about to see how they do against a veteran roster with no true rooks. Winkler, let me take off my Brewers hate for a second. I thought you said had it first. For hate for a second. The Brewers have also done a great job of combining their ballpark with the build of players and the speed contact they are built around. but them in a smaller ballpark versus a second-year pitcher, and we will see who they really are. But hats off to Yogi so far. That being said, eat shit, Yogi, and you guys are you guys are going to get fucked by the Cubs. Let me see here. Hold on. I hate phone. I don't know what's going on with Crazy. I don't know what the hell Crazy's talking about. So here's starting next week, whoever's on the show, if it's these 4 every week or if some new people come in or whatever, I'm going to ask, and I'm even going to ask maybe from some owners, the admins, if they can get it to me, in time for the show, is I want to know what people think about power rankings. And I talked to Keith about it, and do you guys remember the whole KMPR thing we had in the ACL? Well, he's coming up with something like that's going to make a comeback today. But before Keith brings that up, I do want to say this. Also, Ray, you should send me a fucking message every week like you did last week about the four series, because that was fucking great last week. Bro.
I have that queued up, ready to go.
Oh, well then we'll do that. We'll do that in a minute here. Neither does my
those
phone.
Are bullet
Dave,
points. Yeah, those are bullet points waiting to happen. So keep them coming, right?
Yeah, they are.
You're welcome. I went all out this week. I sat here on my computer getting home, just typing away.
Keith did respond to Wink in the chat and said, keep in mind the Brewers have played one home game in the first 6 games. Yeah, that's true. Good point. Well, actually, a couple that would be, I think half that would be true for half the league, right? Wouldn't it? Or no, a quarter of the league probably. Wink says we've also only played one game in the first 6 games. So here is my power rankings going from 8th to 1st, and I will explain them, and then we're going to go to KMPR, and then I'm going to get feedback from the other guys here. Mike All GM, people have biases when they do power rankings. Only Circle K might not be biased. You know what, dude? Keith, just you don't have to go in detail, but how much did we go back and forth on your power ranking today?
You wanted to scrap it immediately, so.
Wink.
That sounds like Dave.
Wink, I'll probably get to that if I can. I wanted to put it all on one graphic so I wouldn't have to remember who sent me and blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. My personal power rankings, and it will be Axis Powers from this point on. Number 8 is the Yankees. I think that's a gimme. No, I think anybody who doesn't have the Yankees at 8 is probably kind of crazy. I wanted Yogi to hear them. Yeah, we're adding more segments, Clams, because the show's not long enough yet. Number 7, I have the Giants. Okay. Again, I don't think the Giants.
Bias.
No, it's not bias. If it was bias, honestly, if it was my bias, I'd have them at number 9. But I don't.
Oh,
They're at number 7 because they're short.
That's because, they can't quite reach the top of the power ranking.
They can only hit floors 1 through 4 on the elevator.
Exactly. So here's this one might or might not surprise you, but number 6 I have the Cubs, because the Cubs, week 1 they got swept, week 2 they swept the number 8 team in my power ranking. So they're number 6. Number 5, which kind of surprised me, I actually had to pause and do some real thinking on this, but I have the A's all the way down to 5 right now. They're not even in the top 4 for me. The Athletics, they did sweep the Cubs, but being swept by the Mets last week really just, I saw a lot of flaws in a team that I didn't think had that many flaws going into the season. So I've had to reconsider my Las Vegas Athletics point of view here. Number 4 is my own Baltimore Orioles. Beating, we beat the Mets 2 out of 3, who just swept the A's. And we played the Cards tight, lost 2 out of 3, but they were tight games except for the last one. So I put the O's at 4. Number 3, I have the Mets. The Mets looked so good against the A's, and they finally got their act together. I think it was the last game against us. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, somebody can double check this. I believe, are the Mets on a 4-game win streak? I think they are.
Yep.
I think so.
Yep. Now, number 2 for me, and I will tell you this, I struggled with 2 and 3. I almost had the Mets 2. I gave the Brewers just a slight edge above the Mets. I'm not crazy about the Brewers playing the 2 worst teams when they're at the least value they will ever be as franchises. But I love the way they play. The whole small ball, stealing bases, Ray stealing 3 in a game. Ray Bashan is a threat to steal. Bumpy's a threat to steal. I love the speed. I love the sacrifices they do, the sacrifice bunts. And I love the way they play the game. So I have them at number 2. And I have the Cardinals at number 1. And the reason I have the Cardinals at number 1 is not because they swept the Giants or won 2 out of 3 the first week. They barely lost that third game or whatever, right? But to beat the Orioles, who are a top 4 team, were a top 2 team in the regular season last season, I think that says a lot about who the Cardinals were, especially with the fact that they went to the championship game or championship series, the Robo Classic, and they didn't lose. Like, they still have all top players, right? Everybody had to lose somebody, but they didn't lose. Like, they didn't have to fill holes. Dave's power rankings: 8 Yankee, 7 for that is. Yep, that's for that's correct, Wink. So that being said, Keith, I'm going to go to you now. Let you explain what you're doing, what you'll be doing this season from now on, and make some comments on my stuff if you want to before you get into yours.
Well, okay. I will just start off by saying that my personal rankings are not too far off yours. I think any teams that are different are off by like 1 or 2 spots, except I have the Cardinals at 4th, but that's just me. But that's not what we're talking about here. So the KMPR is back, folks.
The KMPR.
I know
remind everybody what that stands for.
Everyone. Well, do you want the real name or the name that Gunny has for it?
It's KMPR. Kill me, please, right now.
Yeah.
Dude, tell them both. Keith, tell them both.
Hey, listen, it has a million names just like me. That's the deal.
It does. That's right.
Yeah, but it's back. I did come up with a formula to try and be at least somewhat objective and not piss everyone off, although I probably will
it
regardless.
Still pisses everyone
it
off.
It will.
It 100% will piss everyone off.
Wait, you still got to tell them what it's called.
I mean, there's the Keith's Method power rankings. There's the Keith's Mom power rankings. There's the Kill Me Please Right Now.
I just wanted you to say the mom
one.
one. I just wanted you to say the mom one, bro. That's the only reason.
Okay, there you go. All right.
I'm happy now.
Okay, see, Crazy Canuck in the chat.
Oh, he knew already.
Keith's Mom's power rankings. Yeah, of course. Okay, so basically, here's the deal. There are 3 main factors that are contributing to the KMPR this season. The first one is win percentage. That goes without saying. If you win more games, you're going to be higher in the rankings. Duh. The second one is a crude-ish form of strength of schedule, which is largely based on the win percentage of the opponents you've played. That one's not going to factor in as much just because a lot of us are all going to end up playing each other regardless. It's going to be a little different, of course, because we have divisions, but it's going to be close enough that its strength of schedule is not going to factor in too much by the end of the season. But the third one is expected win percentage, which I've taken from an old sabermetrics formula from the 80s that teams have been using for many, many years. If you want the official name for it, it's called Pythagorean expectation, or like Pythagorean win percentage, something like that.
You watch your mouth around here.
Right, exactly.
I was about to say the same fucking thing. Like, what you call me?
What the fuck? Who you calling a algorithm?
Right. See, you're right. See, exactly. Yeah, it just goes right over your head, doesn't it? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, those are the three main factors. The expected win percentage, by the way, is more or less it's calculated by comparing your runs scored versus runs allowed. To my understanding, the modern version of that equation has something around a 96% correlation in practice. So it's factoring in the most of those three variables. But plugged everything in to the formula today, and it spit out the following rankings.
Okay, somebody want to track this in the chat, because then I want him to follow it up with his personal rankings and see how different they are. Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah. All right, everyone, get your pitchforks and torches ready for this.
I have had mine ready since this afternoon.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Okay,
I've
number
had mine ready
8.
since I fucking met you.
Right, exactly. Okay, number 8, Yankees. That's not that surprising.
Hey, hold
I
on.
guess.
You got one right.
Right. Wait for it. Number 7 is the Giants. Oh my
Wait
God,
a
it's a
minute.
miracle, isn't it?
Dude, God, you know what? You could have
No,
saved
wait,
you could have saved yourself all the math classes. That you could have just told you that shit.
yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? I know. Okay, number 6, Cubs.
Oh my God. Am I the what's that fucking word again?
Hold on, Dave. I think he needs more than a golf clap this time.
Just
Hey Keith, what is that word?
Just
Prognosticator.
No,
now hold on, Dave. So now hold on,
I
Dave.
just want to know because I want to put the word
Just-
mother
just-
in front of it.
just keep waiting. We'll get there. Don't worry.
All right.
All right, number 5, we have the Orioles.
Oh yeah, this thing sucks. It's stupid. It's fucking done. We're short on time. We gotta go, folks.
And I do think it's worth mentioning that the gap in my rankings between 5 and 6 is larger than the gap between 6 and 8.
That's what she said.
I think
That's what
that's
she
worth.
said. Yeah.
I think that's worth mentioning.
And depending where you go to
Because,
school,
right-
I think the gap in your teeth is even bigger than this. So go ahead.
I do think that's worth mentioning because the Yankees are getting a lot of love from the strength of schedule factor, but yeah, I mean it's just getting overpowered by the fact that they've just gotten railroaded by those teams regardless. Okay. Keeping on. Number 4, get ready for this. Brewers. And it's not particularly close either between number 4 and number 3.
Yeah, Dave, I'm with you on this bandwagon now. This shit can go fuck off.
It's fucking stupid.
He just
Yeah.
said wins matter, not.
Wins
for the
matter.
Brewers.
Apparently 5 of
Except for
them
the
don't
Brewers.
matter.
Yeah.
So it's funny. So the expected win percentage, like I said, correlation in practice is like 95%. It's basically dead on with the actual win percentages of everyone in the league right now. So what does this mean? The Brewers are getting screwed by their strength
Their
of schedule,
strength of schedule, yeah.
which is the easiest in the league.
Which,
right
to be
now.
honest with you, I actually have to fucking agree with you, which I hate to say. Go ahead. Did I just say that out loud? Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
someone
you didn't
clip
have
that.
yourself muted there, Dave.
Shit, I thought it was muted.
Right.
Yeah, Dave, you didn't.
Dun, 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 dun. Can you
Oh,
hear me
yeah.
now?
He's not wrong.
Bum, bum.
Son of a bitch.
All right, number 3 is the Cardinals.
Okay.
I don't think that
Wow.
I don't think that that's actually that crazy. Reason being is just that the Cardinals have not been very good on offense for the most part. Is what I suspect. Just
Michael, I don't
based on what I
disagree
know
with
about the
you,
formula.
but like in all sports, if you have your cupcake schedule early before you get into conference play or whatever, obviously your record's going to be better. That's just the way
Right.
it goes.
Right. And like I said, by the end of the season, everyone's strength of schedule is going to be pretty close since a lot of us are mostly playing each other. So that will figure itself out for the most part, I think. Okay. Do you want number 1 or number 2 first?
No, number 2, because number 1's already going to piss me off because I think I know what it is already, and I already have my argument for it. So go ahead.
I think you already know it's coming, Dave. Okay, number 2 is the Mets.
Yeah, you have the A's number 1, bro. They just got fucking
don't.
swept by the team that you just put at
Don't.
number 2.
I mean, hey, I don't. The formula does.
Oh,
but
blame
yes,
it on the formula.
Yes,
Fuck
it
your
does.
fucking formula.
Hey, sorry, Mom and Dad. We
Oh my god.
were going to come to your birthday party, but the formula, a.k.a. my wife, forgot.
So,
Don't forget to tell everybody that it's going to work itself out by the end of the season.
I'm sure it
well,
will.
because
Yeah.
it does. It did in the
This is one
AAC.
formula
and it's going to
Plankton doesn't
here.
want to fucking steal.
That's how these things happen, Yogi.
Can I get an interpreter in the
I got
house
it.
to read me Winkler's message in the chat, please?
Oh my gosh.
Goodness. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna try there. But if you want my suspicions on why the A's are number 1, I think 1, it is because they have the number 2 strength of schedule in the league so far.
But if you have a good strength of
And-
schedule when you fucking get swept, that should not be a plus.
Right, they created the strength of schedule by getting swept.
Right, which that's right, which of course that's the other problem with with using strength of schedule, and why it's not, and why it's factoring in the least of those three is because, like I said, we're all gonna play each other at some point.
David Leathers, welcome, bro. You have missed a complete fucking shit show over the last hour.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep. Oh, Wink says you need a small bump in there for road wins. Is that calculated in there?
You know, I shopped around a couple of different power ratings formulas to try and find one in which the strength of schedule metric factored in road and home wins.
Yeah.
And I could not find anything.
Really?
So yeah, I couldn't. So
all right, man, that could have been a short no answer from you.
Well, doesn't give context, Ray. You gotta have context.
Man made a
for
meeting
these
out of an
things.
email.
Hey, don't blame Keith. Blame the formula.
Blame the formula. Yes, exactly.
Oh fuck.
I love you, Keith.
Yeah, like I said,
I just
it's
don't
gonna
see
piss everyone off.
I don't see even AI, fucking computer, fucking math. I don't see in what world you can put a team above another team that just got their ass handed to them for 3 straight games. That blows 100%. My mind. Blows my mind.
100%.
Well, I think, Dave, what I told you is that I plugged in the numbers from week 1.
Yeah.
And the A's were so far ahead of everyone else that, I mean, they basically would have needed to get beat by 17 runs.
How
or
close
something
was
on
the gap between 1 and 2?
I didn't screenshot it or anything, but if I recall, the gap between 1 and 2 was almost as big as the gap between 2 and 5 from week 1. Yeah, it was, like I said, not even close. And the A's, even though they couldn't do anything on offense this week, they kept it closer than their series against the Cubs, where they just went off and scored runs at will. And so if you ask me, I think that's a big reason why they're still number 1, because it is close between the A's and the Mets right now. It's the A's, the Mets, then gap, then Cardinals, then a gap, then the Brewers, then a gap, then everyone else.
Damn.
Right now.
That is a little too wild for me to fucking digest right now, I think.
Well, hey, guess what? It's gonna work itself.
It's gonna work by the end of the season. The formula will work itself out. Oh my gosh!
You got to remember, Dave. In Pythagoras' time, they were still shitting in the street.
Well, with a name like that, of course they don't. Fuck. Let me throw this out there before I get to the panel too. So Winkler sent me his power rankings, and his are very similar to mine: 8 Yankees, 7 Giants, 6 Cubs, 5 A's, 4 Mets, 3 Orioles, 2 Cardinals, 1 Brewers. So he's got the top 4. He's got like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 swaps. So it's very similar to mine. Who else sent me?
You got mine. You got mine.
Let me look.
Mine will surprise you, but it shouldn't.
Bullet, you didn't send me power rankings, right? I probably forgot to ask you.
No, you didn't. No, I would have, but you. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I thought Rob Forker sent me something, so let me find his real quick. Although, do we know what Rob's is? He's got the Robo thing still on his.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I can't find him. Yogi, let me find. I've got yours right here though. All right, Yogi's.
Oh no, he's got like a.
Oh, you didn't send him to me.
He's got like a.
I was the first one. I was the first one to send him right away.
Power rankings?
Yeah.
How'd you send them to me?
Straight to DM.
Bro, I'm looking at our DM right now. The last thing was something I can't talk about on air.
Yeah, I got you. I had the Mets number 1, us number 2.
What?
I had the Mets number 1. Yeah, because of Chris Lee. Because of Chris Lee. See, that's my saber metric.
Oh God.
Wait,
See,
so
Yogi, you know what? You're right. You sometimes, I can appreciate all these formulas and stuff, and it has its place in modern sports. But sometimes things just don't pass the eye test.
I'm all about the eye
Exactly.
test, bro.
There's no way that the A's can be number one, no matter what the
Right.
formula says. There's just
Right.
no way.
Putting number 2, who just swept them. You can't do
Right.
that.
Right. You
I don't
can't
care
do
what
that.
formula.
And
Yeah.
and the Brewers, no matter who they played, can't be fourth with 5 wins. Cannot.
Right.
So it just doesn't pass the eye test. All those other things are well and good, like factoring in everything that was discussed, but sometimes you just got to go with the eye test, and that
I
doesn't
don't-
pass the eye test.
I agree with that. Yogi, I found your things. It's 8 Yankees, 7 Giants, 6 Orioles. We'll talk about that later. 5 A's,
That's personal DM.
4 Cubs. No wonder I fucking forgot about this DM. 5
Yeah.
A's, 4 Cubs,
Delete.
3 Cards, 2 Brewers, and 1 Mets. How the fuck do you have the Orioles at 6? You're out of your fucking mind. What
Yo,
the-
I have the Orioles
suck.
at 6.
No, you didn't. You had them at
No,
5.
you have him at 5.
You had them at 5.
His own personal one.
Yeah, my
That was a
personal one.
That's right. In
I
my
have
personal
it at
one, I got the
6.
Cardinals at fucking 12. So fucking suck.
If I were to give a power rankings, it would be like Dave's, except 1 and 2 would be switched.
You'd have Brewers at 1 and
No.
Cardinals. Oh, because you're putting the home sauce on that, bro.
No, I'm not putting the home sauce on that. We're 5-1 for a fucking reason.
Because you played the 2
I'll put
worst
the
teams in the
Orioles.
league.
Oh, congratulations!
You played the 2 fucking
We
worst
played
teams
the
in the
worst 2
league.
games in the fucking. Oh wait, y'all did play the worst 2 games against the league against the Cardinals.
Jeez.
Oh my god, you
Oh,
guys
boy.
be nice to Keith's mom. She's used to rank 20 in the AACL.
Wow.
Fucking Gutty. Fucking Gutty. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Classic.
He's a sniper. He's a sniper. Write it down, bullet.
Clem, shut the fuck
Ray
up.
Ray has that mentality. Ask about the 2020 Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shut.
She's got a point. She's got a point, Ray.
All right. Let me see if I can find. Oh,
You want
Rob
to
did
fucking
change
bring
his
that
PS4.
shit up? Let's ask you about fucking Case Keenum's year, bitch.
All right, hey,
Oh!
hey, we can talk football later.
Hey.
This is not members only fucking football. Here I did find Rob Forkers. Rob sent me Yankees at 8, Cubs at 7. He put his own team at 7. See, Rob, you can't do that, bro. I know what you're doing and I get it, but you can't be that humble. You got to be accurate. He had the A's at 6, Mets at 5, Giants at 4. Rob, is Michaela here? Is your dad in the hospital? Is he on drugs? Is he drunk
Blink
somewhere?
twice if you need
Is
help.
he in Vegas? What is wrong with him? He's got Yankees at 8, Cubs at 7, A's at 6, Mets at 5, fucking Giants at 4, Orioles at 3, Cardinals at 2, Brewers at 1. I don't have a problem with the top 3, but holy fuck, the rest of that. We're gonna have to talk to. Did he drink the same shit as Dave from the start of the show?
I think he just threw darts at a dartboard randomly
Dude,
and picked that way.
Keith, can you reach out to Michaela and ask her if her dad's okay? Because I'm genuinely
he was-
concerned.
He was talking to me earlier today, so he's
Wow.
probably fine.
I mean, anybody want to comment on? Hey, Bob Funk in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
Bob
Bob.
Funk, good to see you. But Bob said I gave him drinks. Now we know.
No wonder.
That tracks.
Now
yes.
we fucking
Yes.
know. All right. Well, hold on. I gotta make sure I don't fuck up this next segment. All right. Our last segment is we gotta do some awards. So if you, oh shit, it's 10:02. I don't think we're gonna do the under. Shit.
Shocker! Who could have seen that coming?
I mean, we would have if you didn't have to explain. You know, you can just say yes or no, Keith, like Ray said.
Dave,
Yeah, but that's boring.
You did this to everybody. You had to let him bring in his fucking KMPR.
I couldn't resist, bro.
That's-
Once he brought,
yeah.
once I saw those 4 letters
Yeah,
pop up on a
point.
DM, I got like shivers and shit.
yeah, yeah,
It was
that's
the
not
first
wrong.
time in a while Dave got a boner, and it wasn't
Dude,
because he was in the
That's it. No, it was because I was
Oh,
like,
boy.
I'm like, oh my god, the formula, the formula.
Yo, the KMPR is Viagra for Dave. I guess.
It is so fucking. Well, that's why we call it the formula. So there you go. Gunny says
Thank
Rob.
God we don't call it Lisa.
Gunny says
Jesus.
Rob was rolling dice on his Nebraska Monopoly board to fill his top 8. I believe that actually. Somebody's rankings should be swimming with the fishes. Attaboy, Doug Day. And Wink says, Keith is a distinguished gentleman. He doesn't simply say yes or no. He talks for 12 minutes until we fall asleep. All right, thank you, Wink, for that.
He's got a point.
He does. Who, me or Wink?
Wink,
Yes.
not you.
I think Ray would agree with me. All right. Should we do some awards since we're over time anyway?
Sure.
Fuck. All right.
Let's go for it.
Ray, do you have access to the soundboard?
Yes, I do.
You want to do the drum rolls for me? Remember,
Sure.
we've got a new award this season, Performance of the Week.
Shit,
So we've got.
drum.
Let me pull up my shit. Hold on. There we go.
I almost started clicking the badum drum.
The 40. Hey, we have 42 responses. Again, that's back-to-back weeks with 42, so that's pretty good. The first category is going to be Season 2, Week 2, Team of the Week. There were only 4 nominees. Those 4 were the Brewers, Cardinals, Cubs, and Mets. And your winner is... It is the Cubs by quite a bit. They had 23 votes. The Mets had 14. Brewers had 4, and the Cardinals had 1. So
Keith.
That's ridiculous.
Keith is the one who voted for it. So the Cubs, so let's talk about this.
Ridiculous.
Let's just talk about it for a second. I don't disagree with you. I voted for the Mets because I honestly feel sweeping the A's is way more impressive than sweeping the Giants. Bullet, you sound like Bullet, you sound like you want to get some off your chest, bro. Just do it.
Oh man, that's just dumb.
Did you see
Dumb. I don't have any highbrow commentary. That's just dumb.
we get the chest
The
says, how the hell are
21
you
to 3.
people this dumb? Dude, that's just so hold on. 23
I think the
votes,
Mets
more
should
than
be-
half.
Yeah.
More than half of the people.
I think the Mets should be awarded on principle a half a point each.
Well, you don't get half a
This is
point.
bullshit.
You don't get half a point each. You get I can't remember if it's a point or half a point. The owner gets it at his disposal to do what he wants with it, to give it to people or
Yeah, whatever. Give Wink a point. Whatever.
he gave himself a half a point this week for helping out Keith anyway, so I think we're even.
Okay.
This is what happens. I fucking leave for an afternoon. I come back. He's like, hey, I gave myself some points.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The second award for week 2 is Season 2, Week 2 Player of the Week. Lots of honorable mentions. Yogi, Worm, Biff, Leathers, Corn, Pain in My Ass, and Bullet, all nominees, but there can only be 4. So, hey, I took away a point also, or half a point. Yeah, that's true. Benji Matson, Bumpy Johnson, Freddie Flash, and Jeff Banfield. And your winner for Player of the Week, Season 2, Week 2 is... It is Jeff Banfield running away with it. 76% of the vote. That is 32 of the 42. 5 votes for Freddie, 3 for Bumpy, and 2 for Benji. I don't disagree with this one. Anybody in the panel disagree with this?
No, not at all.
Jeff clearly had the best week by far.
Yeah, this was an easy one.
Yep.
I concur. So that will take us to Pitcher of the Week. We now have 8 pitchers, but only 4 were on the list for Pitcher of the Week here in Season 2. That is Chris Lee, Ducati Panigale, Gunny McGuire, and Nate Hall. And your Season 2, Week 2 Pitcher of the Week is... This was super close. So let me see how close it was.
Wow.
Nate Hall, 15 votes. Chris Lee, 13 votes. So 2-point difference. And Gunny had 11. So he wasn't too far behind Ducati with 3. That was super close. I did see this as a 3-horse race, to be honest with you. More of a 2-horse race. Anybody in the panel disagree or think that it should have gone another way?
It's splitting hairs at this point. All those weeks are all really good, so can't be mad.
How the hell did Gunny get second? That amazes me.
He got third. What the
He
fuck
got
are you
third.
talking about?
Sorry, third. My bad. Jesus. It's worse. It's worse than I thought. Man. One earned run in 20 and 2/3 innings pitched gets you third in pitcher of the week.
Yeah, but Bullet's not wrong. I mean, look at Chris had the most earned runs at 4, right? Ducati only had 2, Gunny had 1, and Nate had 2. So Chris was kind of the outlier there. Everybody else was really close. And look at the strikeouts. 23,
Nate
21, 25. Yeah.
Nate statistically had the best week, so he deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, and look at
it's close between the three.
It's close. It's close, but 3 wins, the most strikeouts, the least earned runs.
You know what though? Chris Lee had the most earned runs, but he also had the most player in the games.
But here's the thing, and you can make the argument for team of the week. They were playing the fucking Yankees.
That is fair. That is a fair point.
Your opponent, your opponent definitely should be in this conversation, right?
All right, then I changed my mind. Chris Lee got robbed.
Give him a half point anyway.
I mean, the Mets, yeah. You get a half point. You get a half point. Fuck it. Everybody gets a half point this week. I mean, I think you're right.
I have to point out, Gunny's the only one that didn't allow a walk.
He hasn't allowed a walk all season.
He's notorious for that. It took him almost 6 weeks last season. I think
he had 1 walk in the 18-game regular season last season.
Dude, I just saw your message. He wants to file a formal protest. Oh, that's fucking great.
I have a soundboard for that. Where'd that go?
Dude, Nate Hall in the chat's like, whatever, fuck all y'all. I got a half point, so suck it. He doesn't fucking care. All right, so that was pitcher of the week. Dude, here's what's funny. Like, last year, I feel like, we only had 4 teams, so there weren't a lot of people in each category. This season, with only 8 more players, but twice the amount of teams, I'm trying not to put too many on the same team to compete against each other, and split votes and stuff. If there's 2 really good in a category, then I'll put them on there. But if I can split hairs, I will. But I feel like it's making it harder, and the separation between all of these voting things is almost like there's almost no separation half the time. It seems like it. Do it again versus the Brewers, and I'll vote for you all day long. Oh, if Nate did that? Yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, let's go to Web Gem of the Week. We had quite a bit of these. I won't say all the plays. I'll just tell you the A's were up for a double play. Cardinals were up for a double play. Gunny snagging a shot up the middle for a double play. And then James Troll covering first base. Banfield falling all the way down on his ass at third base and throwing somebody out. Delaney robbed Ferris Bueller with a nice shot down third base line. Winkler crashing his face in the center field. Which, even if that doesn't win, man, it fucking deserves
That's
something.
Gotta win.
If it doesn't win, it's got to be. We got to put it somewhere in the server. Ray playing that, which is also another pretty play, where she played it perfectly off the wall, hit the relay man, which I believe was Will Clark, first base, and they threw somebody out home. That was pretty. And then the man Butcher with a diving catch, which I feel like that one probably got underwhelmed, but that was a great play too. He had to dive up the middle and sit up at one knee and throw out the runner. So lots of, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nominees this week. And your winner for Season 2 Web Gem of the Week in Week 2 is... Who won? James Troll? No, wait.
It's Ray.
Oh, Ray. Oh, fuck. Ray wins. Let's see how many votes she got. 14 votes. Winkler got 11. And Banfield got 7. Let me see. So Ray, and then... This is too many fucking nominees. I gotta stop putting this. And then Wink finished second. I know. And then Banfield. And it looks like everyone... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everybody got at least 1 vote, which is kind of cool and very interesting.
Wink in the chat. That's awesome.
You say, Ray. I want Ray to read it.
Winkler said, "I knocked myself out for everyone's entertainment, and you all still fuck me. God, so happy to know I found a group of people worse than my ex-wives."
Bullet point. Bullet point.
No, that
great.
is definitely a
That
fucking
is
bullet point.
definitely making bullet points. Definitely in the bullet points.
Oh my
God,
god,
Bullet
dude!
Points is gonna be an hour long next week. Isn't it?
It's gonna have its own fucking show probably pretty soon. You know what the common theme I've seen so far on every award, the fucking Mets got robbed.
Dude, the anti-New York bias is real. Total bullshit.
And I
We
thought it
should've
was
won
just
3
for the
awards
Yankees.
tonight.
I thought it was just for the Yankees, bro.
No, there's a New York bias inherently in the United States. It's true.
All right. Season 2, Week 2, Play of the Week, 4 nominees. Adam Williams with that just rocket shot of a home run. Line drive to the fucking second deck of left field was incredible. Benji Matson walks off Game 1 versus the Cards with his second home run of the game. Also incredible. Biff Markham and Danny Morgan inside the park home runs in the same game, which is a first-time thing. That's never happened here in the mob before. And Bumpy Johnson with the RBI stand-up triple to right center. All of these were really good, actually. And for the first time, because these are so good, all 4 of them, I want to go through real quick the panel since we're over time anyway. It doesn't really matter. Gunny says, I'll take the over for next week. Book it. Yogi, what do you think? Worm's home run, Benji's walk-off, Biff Markham and Danny Morgan with inside the park home runs in the same game on the same team, or Bubby Johnson stand-up triple to right center?
I got 2 of my teammates are on here, but how many times are you going to see 2 inside the park home runs in the same game?
Yeah.
Same spot.
Yeah.
You know, incredible. That is absolutely incredible.
Picking on our left fielder for sure. Keith?
Yeah, yep.
You could probably guess what I picked.
You probably picked the same thing.
Not biased at all. Yes, I did
Yeah,
pick.
I don't know. What did the KMPR tell you to pick?
Yep.
What about you, Ray?
Obviously, I went inside the park home runs. There's absolutely no way nothing beats that.
Oh, well, fuck you, though. Fuck you and your KMPR. Bullet?
The inside the park home runs, legitimately.
Wow, look at all you guys. Bob Funk says everyone won't vote for the Mets because Dave came and saw 3 Met players while he was in New York. That's true. I saw Chris Lee, Wink, and Bob Funk. I was trying to give them the bad news, but they wouldn't listen. And then Michael, wait, Dave came when he saw Mets play?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucking, I mean, dude, I don't take the formula for nothing. So,
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. 12th bullet point.
Oh, my God. I got
All right.
I gotta denote the timestamps.
those are the 4 nominees. The season 2, week 2 play of the week goes to. Whatever.
It had to be.
Actually, I think I voted for Worm because I don't think we've ever seen a line drive home run go off the second deck wall. So that's what I voted for. But everybody seems to like, 2 inside the park home runs against the Orioles or whatever. So it's whatever. Congrats to Biff and.
So I wasn't there to watch that game. Can I guess the field that it happened at? Was it the one with the deep field in the left field?
No, what happened is our stupid
Which
fucking
one, Ray?
our
Doppelganger.
Our stupid left fielder, who is the Barry Bonds doppelganger, dove for both of those balls and missed them, and they fucking rolled all the way to the fucking left field corner wall.
Oh, okay, cool.
This center fielder had to come all the way over and make the play because he just stood there watching the ball.
Can we take those parks out of rotation?
So, okay, Ray, just for context, I believe it was at Griffith Stadium, the old one in DC.
Yeah,
which
it was.
I think it's like 370 to left field and like 450 to dead center or something.
Dude, and
like
the ball
that.
just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. Yeah.
And he made no effort to go get it. That's where it happened.
After hearing there was 2 inside the park home runs, I was just like, yeah, we should probably take those fields out of rotation.
Crazies was a stand up inside the park. He didn't even have to slide.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Ray,
I don't remember that.
Yeah. He had to stand up. It was because the center fielder had to come over and get the ball in the deep left field corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. See, Ray, the issue that I have with taking all of them out the game is that then you got to take the polo grounds out, and I don't know if anyone wants to.
We're
do
not
that,
taking
'cause
any
the polo
stadiums out of
grounds
the
is
game.
fine.
They are what they are.
Right, exactly.
Here's the thing, though. Crazy says he voted for Worm, or maybe Benji. He doesn't even know. Winkler says, I voted for Benji. I love me some walk-offs. Also, how does stealing second, then third, in back-to-back pitches not get one mention? Come on now. Who did that? Was that Ray?
Winkler.
Oh, you did that,
Wink
Wink?
did it.
Oh.
Wink
Oh,
got
of
to
course.
himself,
Of course, Winkler's
yeah.
complaining about something that happens
I was
on
like-
the Mets again.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, I have your answer. It's because you're a fucking Met. All right, last award, and then we'll start wrapping this fucking shindig up. We're only 18 minutes over so far, so I'm shocked. Hey, did anybody take the under? Did you already resolve that, Crazy? Did anybody take the under? One of these days, I'm going to fuck the show up on purpose just to fucking take all your points.
We're done. Half hour. We're done.
I'd be like, welcome, bullet points, good night now. Performance. This is the new category we started this week, or this season. So this is your season 2, week 2 overall performance of the week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 nominees. Benji Matson. I'm not going to go through all the stats. Chris Lee, Corn King, Doug Britton, Jeff Banfield, Pain in My Ass, and Yogi Bar. And your week 2, season 2 performance of the week goes to ooh, 50% to Jeff Banfield. Yeah, I don't have the whole thing. Hold on, let me see here. Jeff Banfield was 4 for 5 with a double, 2 home runs and back-to-back at bats, 5 RBIs and 4 runs scored. Not a whole lot of arguing about that one, probably.
Nah.
Nah, that's right.
Let's see who got second here. What is that? Red and blue.
It was a tie.
Yeah, they're tied.
Benji
Yeah.
got so 21 votes to Jeff, which is exactly 50%, like the graph says. And Benji and Chris Lee got 5. Yogi got 4. Corn got 4, and Pain in My Ass got 3, and anybody else on the list didn't get any. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one person didn't get a vote. Was that Doug Britton? Yeah, there's no green on there.
Yep, no green.
Yep. So that's it. So congrats to the winners. You all get a half point, and then for that, obviously for the inside the homers thing, both is it Britton and Danny Morgan? Is that who it was?
Biff and Danny Morgan.
Biff and Danny Morgan. They'll both get a half a point for that, obviously. How you know I was robbed from pitcher of the week? I'm the only pitcher on this list. Oh yeah, on the performance. That's a good point, Chris Lee.
Good point.
It is a
Good
good point.
point, Chris.
Chris Lee, that particular performance, 7 innings pitched, only gave up 1 hit, had 11 Ks, only walked 1 and 1 earned run. That is phenomenal. But you know what happened? You didn't have 14 Ks again, bro. I don't tell you. You gotta have 14 Ks. Or did you win? Did you lose that one too? Shit, if you lost that one, then this is really fucked up voting. Does anybody remember if he won when he had the 14?
It was
They swept. He had to have won that game.
game
no.
two was
the award.
It was
The award.
oh I
I
don't know.
don't think he won. I don't think
He lost by 2. He lost by 2 again. The winner was Nate Hall. He lost by 2 last week to Panagali. He lost by 2 to Nate Hall.
Gotcha. Yeah, Panagali. That's right.
Yep.
That's true. Oh, here we go. Soto's wondering why Wink is crying. Wink says, ever since I found out these people are fucked up in their voting, basically. Oh, fuck. All right. Let's wrap this shindig up. I don't think I have anything else, do I? We'll have a better power ranking segment next week when I have time to do a graphic or whatever, but get used to having that every week. In addition to all the other stuff that we do. So start here at the bottom. Yogi, your thoughts on tonight's show or week 2 that we just finished, going into week 3, as I pull the schedule back up for everybody to see. What's on your mind here as we enter week 3?
I'm going to over next week, and I'm going to go with Gunny as booking it because bullet points are going to be all night long. He's going to have a ton of them after tonight.
Yeah.
Looking forward to week 3. We're going to find out some results this week of where actually teams should be standing better than we know now. The only problem I have is, according to the KMPR, the Yankees, Giants, and Cubs are the bottom 3 teams, and we play the Cubs this week. So we'll still know nothing about the Brewers if we were to win.
Right, but in the standings, let me pull the standings up real quick. In the standings, the Cubs are tied for second in the OG division at 3-3, only a game back of the Cardinals. So by wins and losses, it looks a little better.
Yeah, sure it does. Banfield had a hell of a week too. He got two of the 5 awards.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're not wrong. Keith, your comments. What are you looking forward to here as we wrap up season or week 2, heading into week 3?
I mean, primarily just another great week of baseball, another great week of a hell of a lot of shit talking in the dugout. Just a lot of action because it's going to be there every week. You already know. So I'm just ready for another fun week in the mob, more or less.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I like, I'm sitting here and I'm looking, and I really hope some of these live up better on the field, Ray, than what they look like on paper. But what are you looking forward to here in week 3 or anything we talked about week 2?
I'm looking forward to another 0-3 series for the Yankees. That's plain and simple. We're gonna have an 0-9 team in this fucking league.
Dude,
mark it down. It's not happening. Yanks are winning one.
Whoa.
Okay, yeah. Actually, so before I get my last thoughts, let me get last thoughts from Bullet, and then I'm going to ask you guys one more really, really quick question. Bullet, your final thoughts here as we head into week 3. Cricket.
He's writing bullet points.
Bullet's like,
you're muted, bro.
that's what I think about week 3, bitches. I don't think he's there because it's not even turning green. We'll come back to him. Yogi, it's a simple yes or no. Do the Yanks get their first win this week against the Mets?
I think they get one. I think they're going to sneak one out this week. It's week 3.
All right. Keith, yes or no? I'm pretty sure you're on the yes bandwagon already, right?
Yes.
And he did that on purpose. Yes. Silence. Ray?
Fuck no.
I mean, listen, rationale would tell me, and I don't know if Bullet's coming back or not, but rationale would tell me that the Mets can sweep the A's. They certainly can sweep the Yankees, right? Hey, look who's back.
Is he actually here?
There he is.
Hey, he's here.
Bullet, we missed you. We're trying to do the wrap up. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he
I
had
don't
to
know
go
what
get-
happened. My headphones are malfunctioning. That was weird. I don't know. So
He had to go get another pen. He had to go get another pen for
yeah,
his
my
bullet.
pen ran out of ink
fucking
for
ink.
bullet points.
So Bullet, it's two. Or Ray, did you answer me? You said
Yeah, I
no?
said fuck no.
Oh, okay, fuck no. Bullet, your final thoughts here as we head into week 3, and then the last question after that is: will the Yankees get their first W this week?
I think we will sweep. To answer the second question first, and in terms of week 3, I think we're going to start to see the real separation of who the good teams really are.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I think with 3 weeks under your belt, like the league's belt, I think it's going to be a little more obvious who like the top 2 or 3 teams are and who the bottom 2 or 3 teams are.
Yeah, you're basically a third of the way through the season at that point, right? So
Yeah.
Wink in the chat says I think they get one also. I don't want them to, but it's very hard to lose 9 straight in a sim league, which is also another great point, especially when one of your 3 games is at home and one is at a neutral field, so you're really only at a disadvantage for one game. So I don't disagree. I think the Yankees. I think they get one too. I think.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Can I give off my series predictions?
Fuck yeah! I'm sorry, I forgot. So for those of you who don't remember, last week I asked certain people for their series predictions, and everybody I asked just sent me teams except for one person, and that person was Ray Bashan. So we read all his shit on air, all his paragraphs, and what do you know? They made the bullet points. So that being said, we got to come up with a name for this. I think I'm just going to ask him to do it every week. Ray's. It can't be the Ray Cap because this is before, but we'll have to come up with a name for it. So Ray's going to tell us what he thinks. Let me pull the schedule back up for this. His thoughts on each series going into week 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, nobody will give you their honest reactions to every single series, but so you know what I said?
Fine. I'll do it myself.
So that's where we're at. I had a name a little bit ago because I used to do predictions for a bunch of other shit. Somebody gave me the name of Ray Stradamus.
That'll work.
So that's what I'm pretty much running with this one. So up first, the Cardinals and the Athletic. Let me get my little sticky note here. If you know about the sticky notes about from the AACL, then go laugh at that one.
Good old sticky. Did you get those off your car still? Or do you?
Yeah, I
use
still
those
got them off my car. I'm gonna mute Bullet on my end because he's kind of he's got like echo feedback or whatever coming from him. Here is a matchup that everyone would say is the games of the week. If only the Athletics didn't get fucking swept by the METS Mets. I was half right with these two teams last week. Soto returns to his Cubby ways. Check. The Mets bomb home runs off the mustache mystery. Check. The Mets sweep the A's and ruin their hopes of keeping up with the Brewers. Check, checkity check. Everyone in the chat called me high for that prediction, but I am sure no one saw the Cardinals taking the cups out of the pants and showing the Orioles that they have a pair of wins, that is. Get your mind out of the gutter, folks. This series won't be as close as it seems. Athletics are pissed off for letting me be right, so they will take at least one. But the Cardinals continue riding that high from showing everyone the O-faces that happen in Baltimore are only them watching the hits fly right by their players. Cardinals take the series 2-1. For the Cubs and the Brewers, insert the Spider-Man meme of these two teams pointing at each other. They both shut out those dirty fucking Yankees and have proven to the entire league that losing your star players and replacing them with rookies hurts a lot. But here's the difference between these two teams. One isn't the 5-1 league-leading Brewers. Yeah, we get it. You swept the worst team in the league. Congratulations. Pat yourselves on the back that you could actually win a series before week 4 this time. But funnily enough, it came against the Yankees as well last season. The Brewers finally find themselves in the L column, and I solely blame that on the terrible throwback field choice by the Giants for them to have an advantage with the short home runs. But don't you forget, they fucked up the Giants in the first 2 games in San Francisco. Cubs don't have a chance in hell, even if Ray, not the fucking Ray, the other Ray, doesn't get a hit throughout all 3 games. 3-0 clean sweep fried Brewers.
Wow. Really?
For the Orioles and Giants. What the ever-loving fuck was that last week, Baltimore? I showed you my O-face, predicted a sweep, and you decided to fuck me over in games 2 and 3? My O-face turned into an oh-fuck-off face. You grabbed the best pitcher from Mob Season 1 in Lisa Pinky, probably just so you didn't have to spend so much on mirrors in the locker room for Dave Divabag. She absolutely fucking shines in all series long, just for everyone else to shit the bed. No, I'm not talking to you, Benji. You were actually spectacular last week. What are you laughing at, San Francisco, Peter Dinklages? The Brewers proved how much of a joke you guys were that they decided to entertain y'all and let you squeak out a win just so Chad could feel good about posting bye-bye, baby, which is also what he tells Eagles before he leaves the house in the mornings.
Oh.
It's the Battle of the Oranges once again this week, and both of these teams coming off 2-1 series losses. Who wants it more? Who has the better ass between Payton and Clams? I'm gonna fucking regret this, but give it to the O's once more, but this time it's a 2-1 series that ends in the 11th inning. For the Yankees and the Mets. 0-6. I am fucking laughing each and every game I watch. First got swept by your former co-owner and outfielder and Yogi and fucking Ray. Then you got swept by a newbie pitcher in Nate Hall. To top it all off, Banfield, Leathers, even fucking Corn King knocked homers into the stands. Out of 27 innings, Tommy Gunn only pitched in 12.2 of them. That's not a fucking Tommy gun. It's more like a BB gun at this point. Mets are coming off a dominant series against the A's where Chris Lee was looking like a top 3 pitcher. 23 strikeouts for the former Oriole. Now that's something I can get my O-face on for. Unfortunately, the hitting isn't up to par, but luckily they have a damn strawberry helping them while Winkler gets his Disney magic on. And while reading all of this, Greg Luda just struck out at home plate once more. Where the fuck was I? Guess that triple was the only highlight of his season. I wouldn't expect him to ever do that again. But even then, if you think I would side with the Rats from the Bronx, then you all must be the high ones this week. I gave them benefit of the doubt last week to pull off a win against the Cubbies, but not this week. 3-0 back-to-back series sweeps by the better team in New York, and that is the METS Mets. Oh, and Mrs. Met, give me a call, baby girl. I'll show you 2 balls until I swing my wood and have you feeling the grand slam. And that is my series predictions for week 3.
I don't even know what the fuck to say right now. Ooh, the Raygasm minute. That was a lot longer than the minute, Soto.
Bullet's gonna need another fucking notebook for all the bullet points.
Dude,
he's
the
getting.
Raygasm might be the best name for this. I'm just saying.
The last bullet point is Ray molests Mrs. Met. So.
Dude, fucking Greg Luda just struck out again.
Oh my god.
Oh, oh fuck, dude, my fucking jaws hurt right now. Holy fuck. Oh.
If I had a dime for every time you said that, Dave.
Heyo. We're gonna have to start doing that earlier in the show because I don't even know what the fuck to say right now. Good night now. I can't even fucking say it. Oh, fuck.
Say it.
I have tears.
Oh
in
my
fucking
God.
eyes.
Ray, you say it. He can't. Dave
Hold
can't.
on. No, we gotta say some other shit first.
The Raygasm report. I like that name from Gunny.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's great.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, well, we know what one of our new segments is gonna be now. Oh my god. Hey, somebody needs to time that though. We might have to cut it a little shorter, but that was fucking great, Ray. That was fucking great, bro. Woo. Yeah. It needs a I'm afraid. I mean, Raygasm and fucking O-Face and all the other shit. I'm afraid what that graphic might look like. Wink. Okay, folks. Wait. So Ray, who's gonna win? I don't remember who the fuck.
Mets.
I don't even remember who the fuck you picked at this point.
All right, let me start from the beginning. Cardinals. Cardinals beat the Athletics 2-1.
Oh, fuck.
Brewers get a 3-0 clean sweep.
Okay.
O's get a 2-1
2-1,
series win in the
yeah.
11th inning, and the Yankees get swept again.
All right, by the Mets. Gotcha. All right, well, there you have it, folks. Ray has spoken a lot. And and that's going to be a new segment. That'll be fun. So normally we start at 8:30, and we try to go till 10. We started to 8:45, so we had to like 10:15. So we're only like 20-something minutes over, which isn't terrible for us. It's not terrible. This might be a little longer show or have to start earlier maybe with all the segments we keep adding. But I want to thank everybody that was a panelist tonight. Yogi, Keith, Ray, and Bullet. I want to thank everybody that's still in the chat. I see Keith, Clams, Wink, Gunny, Chris Lee, fucking Ray, Soto's in the house, Twin Screw, Mike All, David Leathers, Doug Day, Nate Hall, and let's see who's hiding here. Crazy, and Pain in My Ass. Hazy Moon TV, welcome to YouTube. You tuned in just in time for that.
You picked a great one.
Gunny, Doug Britton, Bullet.
Oh my god.
Anastasia Beaverhausen and AACL 88. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. Appreciate it. We'll be back here at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Remember, what time is it right now? I'm going to put a time on it. It's 10:37 p.m. I will close earnings at 11 p.m. Eastern. So you have 23 minutes left, and then they are closed, so I can start working on them. And then we will be right back here 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Has anybody got the schedule handy? Who's leading us off here? Anyone?
The A's. The A's.
Oh, there it is. I got it right here. 5 p.m. tomorrow. Brewers at Cubs. Followed by A's at Cardinals, then Mets at Yankees, and Giants at O's. Remember, Tuesdays and Thursdays are back to back to back to back. Wednesdays is the only crazy day that we do around here. So, Brewers at Cubs, A's at Cardinals, Mets at Yankees, and Giants at O's. This is a HAN, H-A-N, home away neutral week because it is out of division. So keep that in mind as well. Pick'ems will close tomorrow night at 5 p.m. And so if you haven't done them, do them. So that's all I got. Thanks again to all the panelists. Thank you, everybody in the chat. We'll see you right back here on this Twitch channel, 5 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, you now have 22 minutes to get your earnings in. That is all. Good night now!